What's up, y'all? I'm back. And Ursula, I think it's 2620. I hope you're on here. Thank you for being a part of my chat club. And thank you for respectfully correcting me, because clearly I, like so many others, was so eager for this DNA test result that we really didn't take a moment and really take a look at what I was like, why are they showing us this? And I said, oh, maybe he's just trying to prove maybe they're just trying to prove, okay, this is this man's real child, so y'all can shut up. He got his real child in the skit. But Ursula, Keon, several others, like, I don't believe that's his baby, period. Someone else brought up the fact that that child would have had to been born in 7.5 months. Because we know gestational period. I had babies. I said this on another post that I did where I talked about 10 months and she had that baby awfully fast. But now we got some more action. Are they playing in our faces? Or they think we're stupid? Or are they playing with our desperation? But Ursula, you called out some dates. And guess what, girlfriend? I went and looked a little deeper and I found another date. And I'm going to do some digging myself while we're actually on this live. So let's get to it. I think the first thing that kind of got to me, and I said this at the end of my initial reaction video, and I'm going to leave that up and I'm going to let it stand because it's part of the content journey for me. But look at Anthony's face once Amber has gone away. This is Anthony's face. Look at this smirk. Look at that smirk. I don't remember if I told y'all he was getting ready to do something. And I didn't see it coming this fast. Angelina has been awfully quiet since Iman Shumpert told Shayla to let Anthony do this DNA test. Anthony's still been running around talking about Kai's mine. And I said, and I think I mentioned a couple times, what man wants to claim a child that ain't none of his? If that's it, that's just it. But let's look at some things with this dude right here before we go look at them numbers. Number one, Anthony is, how can I say this? Is very arrogant, and we know he's narcissistic. The reason why Anthony lost Roe was because Anthony had thought he had a baby with that stripper. I think her name was Chantel or Shantae. They even showed Shantae in a skit, just some random skit, a couple of months back, walking through the grocery store with her girlfriend. We ain't seen her in months, and we have not seen her since. Where she's talking about she wished that Anthony would have been her child's father. She's the same girl that played him and had him thinking that was his baby. He lost Roe because of it, because Roe said she wanted to be free. And this wasn't it for her. Because he was trying to cater to Chantel. She was infringing upon their relationship, all kind of madness, right? This man don't want Wayne knows this. So he don't want that extra smoke. He don't want to deal with that extra pettiness. Okay. He also is on a revenge kick with Amber, and that revenge kick ain't got nothing to do with her messing around with Wayne, because he was cheating with her best friend, as we all know, before Anthony knew anything about Wayne. Okay, let's pull the Angelina factor, and I have not watched that Angelina skit before this skit today. I don't think I've seen Angelina in another skit since we saw her about pass out along that wall. And then when Iman Shumpert, I think when Shayla told her that Iman said she should get it, and Angelina tried to talk out of it. Okay, y'all, I think that Anthony and Angelina are in cahoots about baby Kai. And I don't just think they're in cahoots about baby Kai. I think they're in cahoots about a number of things. Ursula, Keon, There was someone else, and I can't see the chat right now to really just go in and thank y'all. I'm going to show our chat in a minute. I think I got it queued up, but I'm going to show the chat. What I want to say. Do I feel a little like a sucker? Yeah, but I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be okay. Because now I really want it to get stuck with him. Because now dude's tied with fraud. And the thing with Angelina is a fraudster. We know this. And we don't know who all she's connected to, but we need to look at the names on this. And definitely we're going to start with the dates. So this is my first live. Welcome to my first live. Yay. And let's get to it. And look, remember this facial expression. This is the smirk he had behind Amber's back as she walked off, heartbroken, walking into that house. This is his little smile smirk at the end of this skit. This is the original skit video. We're going to back it up. I think it's like at 151, I believe. There it is right there. Starts right about 148. So here's the DNA. Here's the DNA test results. Y'all hear some noise. My husband is sweeping in the background. Ursula, you brought up that no one's checking these dates. And you were so right. And I should have done a screen grab, but I didn't. But let me just point out some dates and y'all can zoom in. I'm still getting my handle on YouTube Live. I'm used to TikTok and I'm used to Facebook Live. And I'm not used to sharing on live. This is my first time being able to go live on this channel in this way. But if you pause it at 1, this is about 148. And what you're going to do is look right about here. The dates are off. Kai and Anthony, second DNA test. Kai's date says 9/4. Anthony's date says 9/9. Now, all pieces of paper, people can mix up dates all the time. But this is new. This is the new world. This is not back during Jim Crow and slavery and all of that, when they didn't care about getting dates right, spelling names right, and all that stuff. And when people just in general couldn't write. All right. And I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about just in general. People just couldn't really. They weren't. Not many people were very literate back then. So on legal documents, names could be wrong. I know this because I do genealogy research as a hobby. So, as I'm going through this, and as Ursula pointed out, those are 2 dates that are already wrong. But y'all, there's another date that we need to look at. And I hope I can get it to zoom in here. Let me see. Right down here, look at these dates in these signatures. That's what I want you to focus on. In these signatures here, and I'm going to pull it up on my phone because I can pull it up there better. Make sure I turn the volume down here. One of these dates has an August date on it. Now, unless I'm crazy, September comes after August. September the 4th and September the 9th are after August. So here's another date. We have three date discrepancies right off the rip. I thought they showed this DNA lab result so that we would be convinced once and for all. 98%, because that's even what they zoomed to, the 98.98, whatever. My oldest son had a DNA test for his biological father. That DNA test said 96 point whatever. Okay. Bottom line is he was the pappy, which I knew that he was dead. All right, but that's a whole nother thing. But I'm gonna go to it on my phone. I'm gonna hold it up to the camera so y'all can see. I hope y'all can see it. But if you can't, once we get off this live, go see it for yourself. Here we go, right here. Oh, it backed up on me. I'm gonna have to get one of my new moderators to kind of help me. We do us a live. So if you look, probably can't see it because okay, there we go. Those two dates right in there are wrong. Baby Kai's date of swabbing is earlier than Anthony's date of swabbing by 5 days. One is the 4th and one is the 9th. So someone either changed these dates or somebody went and circumvented this and had another DNA swab done. Maybe Anthony's DNA was swapped with the real daddy's DNA. Maybe. Y'all see that? You probably can't tell it on here. That's okay. That's okay. But then that area that I'm telling you to look at right down here at the bottom, I got it on my phone, but I'm pointing to it here. Right in here. Let me see. Where am I? I can zoom. Let me zoom in for the people. Don't let me zoom. It doesn't zoom the video. Shucks. But right in here. I accidentally hit. Okay. Pause. Okay. Right in here, down at the bottom, there's another date in discrepancy. The date above Gene Poole's signature. I, the undersigned laboratory director, verify that the interpretation of the results is correct as reported on 8/09/2025. Now, y'all, child Kai Coley, his swab date collected says 9/4/2025. Y'all with me? Anthony's, thank you again, Ursula, for pointing this out. Anthony's date swab, date collected, was 9/9/2025. According to this. And I'm one, I usually nitpick over everything like this, but I just was ready to do this video. I didn't even look deep. 9/9. So that's a 5-day discrepancy. Whose DNA did they use? Whose date was changed? Somebody didn't do their due diligence. Okay. There's another date. The date for Marva Booley, who is the County of Richmond, State of Georgia, County of Richmond. Richmond is also very interesting because I thought they went Fulton County. This says County of Richmond. Unless were the DNA test results sent to Augusta? Was it sent to Augusta? But it says the foregoing instrument was acknowledged before me by the signed laboratory director. Now, the laboratory director is Gene Poole. His date says August the 9th, 2025. But her date says September 8th, 2025. Now, something's wrong there because, again, August is before September, y'all. Not just that, it was signed before her on September 8th. Thank you, Looney. I know my girl gonna come. She gonna come. September 8th, 2025. So that's now we're at 4 days. Ain't none of them syncing up. But how did he swear to her on September 8th, 2025? But he reported on August the 8th, 2025, when no DNA test result had been done on August the 8th. August the 9th, sorry. And then also, how is he swearing to Marvin Booley on September the 8th, 2025, when they didn't get, according to this document, right up here at the top right here, on that document, they didn't get Anthony's DNA until September the 9th, 2025. 5 days. So, Ursula, my girl, I hope you on here. Keon, I hope you on here. And there was one other club chat member. Let me tell y'all something. I love y'all. I love y'all because one, y'all gonna keep me straight. And y'all are also gonna make sure that they don't play in our faces. Now, I'm not gonna accuse the Country Wayne Skit Atlanta people of playing with us. I'm not gonna say that. But if they are, this is a fun little game. Let's see how astute our watchers really are. If one misses, somebody else is gonna catch it. That's what I love about Club Chat. We're gonna catch it. Club Chat is Chat Club. All right. I gotta get used to my name. But that's what I love about Chat Club. What stays in Chat Club gets shared out of Chat Club. Because Chat Club be on it. Also, I want to throw this little interjection in there real quick. Because I'm not trying to be rude or nothing. Y'all know I'm trying to get to my 500 subscribers. And I'm trying to get to my 3,000 watch hours. Y'all have me well on the way. But I'm going to say this. Every so often there's somebody that pops up on here and comments on my stuff, and then they say something rude to me. Okay? What you're not going to do on my channel is come on here and talk rude to me and tell me to shut up. If you don't want to hear what I got to say, you can keep scrolling. Thank you so much, Looney. That's right. Like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead and like this live. Please don't do that. And I'm not just saying this about me. It's disrespect. Unless, because my moderators and I are going to mark you as a troll. We can agree to disagree. We can have fun with this, but we can also be disrespectful. And I've had several people try me. If you don't want to support my channel, I understand that. That is okay. And also, we are not going to always agree on everything. Like Ursula called me out. She said, and she called everybody out, really, because the truth of the matter is, nobody was paying attention to these dates. I got to give credit what credit is due. She checked us, and then made me look at, which made me look a little bit further. There's even some little bit further I plan to go, because I might go back live again tonight, looking at this same little page right here. There's something else that's off about the actual result. There's something they want us to see. Wait, let me go back. I'm going to rehash all this. 9-4 for Kai Coley. 9-9 for Anthony Dalton. Some lady named Harriet Looney. Some lady named, and y'all, Lunatic Louie, I nickname Lunatic Louie, Looney. That's my pet name for Lunatic Louie is my first moderator. That's what I said, because Looney said she was done watching that skit. She was gonna catch the reviews, my reactions to it. So I thank y'all for rocking with me, because y'all plot that tea. And then I go, y'all plot that tea. So we got 4 days right here. That's off. And I bet if we look a little further, we can find something else that's off. Because 9-4 for Kai Coley, 9-9 for Anthony Dalton. When we all know and watched on this skit, they took their DNA test on the exact same day. They were swabbed on the same day. And down here at the bottom, these 2 dates. This one says this person, Marvin, signed and said that Gene Poole swore this to them on September the 8th. Well, how did he swear that to Marvin on September 8th when they didn't have Anthony's DNA until September 9th, according to this piece of paper. Also, according to this piece of paper, it says Gene Poole certified these results on August the 9th. August comes after September, so how do you certify something before you can get some DNA? That's just the beginning of it. Y'all, I'm going to join y'all back here tonight. And I'm going to do another live. It may be late, maybe like 9 or 10 o'clock, but I'm going to do another live. And we're going to see what else pops up. Because I'm about to go through this little DNA report, tooth and nail. I don't think the writers are being sloppy. I think this is intentional. Because they're showing actual results. This is intentional. I think this is to test how much we actually watch. Now, I'm going to also go back because I mentioned in my reaction, my initial reaction to this video, I mentioned that those pictures that they had of Anthony and Amber during the little anniversary thing, which I think is just BS now because he still treats his woman like trash, but she set herself up for it. That's something totally different. I want to say that baby picture of Anthony had him with curly red hair. But I got to go back and look because I got to check myself. And that's what I plan to do. I didn't think I was going to be on here doing this afternoon. So I'm going to say 10 o'clock tonight. I'm going to come on for a quick, it'll be like a little half-hour live. Not going to be much longer than that because I'm going to be sleeping. Okay? We'll call it a chat club slumber party. Okay? Chat club slumber party. We're going to get on here at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time tonight. And I'm going to go live. And if I find anything else that looks, it was straight black hair loaning, okay. But somebody playing with us. And we all know from history that both Angelina and her cousin was caught up in some fraud. Per a previous video, there was some fraud stuff that went down. So we gonna go. I'm gonna go deeper. They showed this for a reason, and it's not for what the reason I thought. So my bad, y'all. I thought the reason was just so y'all question the Anthony Dawson real child on these skits, really, because people will. Wayne has his children in there. Who else? Somebody else has their child in this skit. Somebody else has a child in the skit. Oh no, that's not Rose Child. Somebody else has their child in this. Oh, Malachi and Malachi Jr., their father and son. There was somebody else that had a relative in there. Let me see. Ursula says, thank you, Miss Ayana. When they showed the results, if you go back and look at the video of Anthony Amber, they blow up the date showing when Anthony took the test. That was see, I missed that, Ursula. Like I'm showing I'm showing the video now. But Ursula, did you hear what I said about all the dates? Because when you checked me in the comments, and I love the way you did it, it was very respectful, but it was like, y'all are missing it. Y'all missing it. Baby doll, Ursula, I heard you loud and clear. Because I went back and I said, now wait a minute. If that's something that's off, what else could be off? Ursula, did you notice that down here at the bottom, honey, those dates are off too. And they don't even coincide with these dates. Because Gene Poole, right here, it says he certified the results on August the 9th, 2025. Last I checked, as I said before, August comes before September. Now, if Anthony didn't give his DNA to September the 9th, how then is Marvin Booley certifying results that he's claiming was presented to him on September 8th? But Anthony hadn't even given Anthony's date is September 9th. So the only DNA they supposedly had on September 8th was baby Kai. And we all know that's a lie. Now the question is, we need to go back and look at that skit. And I know Skitland, they have different dates and stuff of when stuff is transpiring, but I want to see the day. I'm gonna go back and look at the video of the day that the swab was taken. Because somebody lying. And I'm back and I'm gonna say it. Anthony and that baby daddy. I'm gonna tell you what my theory is. My theory is that Anthony didn't want that not to be his baby. Angelina went to Anthony, had a conversation. Hey, look, dog, I'm telling you straight up, that ain't your baby. I been knew that was your baby. But I know the person that Shayla was messing around with besides you, he wasn't a good person. That ain't none of the baby. I want you to be the baby daddy. What can we work out? Because y'all already know she was already skimming money from him. She was already not skimming, but she was extorting Anthony. Okay, so it would not surprise me if they got together and when they had that DNA test done, it was all a setup from the beginning, so it would look as if it's Anthony's baby, and Anthony is actually in on this because Anthony wants to save face. He done told Ro this his baby. Ro know historically Anthony has been a baby has been put on Anthony, and instead of him checking stuff like he should have, you know what I'm saying? Instead of checking stuff like he should have, what Anthony did was just he started calling and catering to this chick and all of that, and that turned out not even be his baby. Adding the fact this chick showed up in a skit and we ain't seen her since, but just random Shanita, whatever the girl name was, the ex dancer. She showed up in a skit talking to her girlfriend in a grocery store or something and was saying how she wished Anthony Dalton had actually turned out to be her child baby. And I love a good puzzle, y'all. I love a puzzle. So now it's on. Ursula, I appreciate you for joining me. Looney, thank you for being my backup on my lives, being my first moderator. If you're interested in being a moderator, reach out to me in the comments. I love to hear from you. If you're interested, I gotta build them up because I'm gonna be doing more live. But y'all, ain't this a trip? Ain't this a trip? This is, and y'all, let me tell y'all this. Okay, let me get myself together. Y'all do know, yes, this is my down south southern girl from the boonies talk. I don't think I have an IG name for Ayana Enters the Chat, but I will create one. Chantel, okay. I will create one and I'll post in the community what my username is on IG. Okay. But it most likely will be Ayana Enters the Chat unless somebody go get my thing. Girl, don't put no KKK in now. I did, but I was so outdone with the dates. They took the sample. I know. I'm looking. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna calm down now. I actually can speak very well. I just choose not to because on this channel I can kick back. Now on my consulting channel, you'll get a different version of me once I get that channel kicked off. But I'm focused on building this one right now. See how I just switched? My daughter hates when I code switch, but I don't code switch for corporate anymore. I code switch for myself. But on this channel, well, we are reacting to comedy skits, comedy, not just Country Wayne, some other stuff. You're going to get the raw, uncut, this me at home, this me at home. My daughter finds it so funny when I say, what dad? And she's like, what, mama? What dad? She's like, mama, what dad? That's just the way we talk. And that's right, Looney. We cut up over here. And I get a little emotional and I get a little aggravated, like with Bethany and with Larry and with some more Shayla. I was going to say Shirla. With Shayla, Angelina, Roosterhead stuff. I get frustrated, but hey. But y'all, go down the rabbit hole with me. Because now I'm finna dig all over this DNA. These DNA test results. Looney, I ain't messing with you. Looney, sometimes we gotta cuss. Sometimes we got to, but I ain't trying to get my channel banned, girl, before I get it built up. Trying to get this channel to go viral. I gotta get up to at least my little 100,000 followers, y'all. You gonna get me banned before I get a chance to come up off it. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get up off of here. We are right at 30 minutes. Thank you. Sorry my first live stream didn't go so well. Because I'm not understanding. And I don't know, do y'all see that big old StreamYard banner going across on you? I can't see it right now. I'm so glad you caught my live too, Ursula, because I was like, oh my God, I hope she can catch it. I hope she can catch it. Because I was like, but you know what? That's the beauty of this too. That's why I like doing like genealogy research and stuff, because you can always okay, cool. Because I didn't want that on there. You can always get with somebody who gets another piece of the puzzle. Puzzles are better put together by multiple people. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love about Chat Club. We're gonna put these puzzles together and figure some of this stuff out. Maybe even give the writers some ideas. Maybe they start paying attention to us, because I got some ideas for some interviews I want to have on here, some other types of content I want to create, some lives that I want to do. So y'all get ready. Now I'm calling this a slumber party tonight. I don't know what but I'm gonna call it something. I gotta look up me some words with the word chat in it that mean what I want, so I can call it, because I'm really focused on this chat thing over here. All right, Chat Club. I'm about to get off of here. It's been a pleasure interacting with y'all. I gotta go and figure out what I'm gonna cook for dinner so I can be ready tonight. That's exactly Looney. You know what? That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I am going straight to Chat GPT. And y'all, on some of the videos, I've added thumbnails. Y'all let me know. Tell me what y'all think about the thumbnails that y'all seeing. Do they make y'all laugh? Do they make y'all want to click? Just go to the page and just look, and you'll see where things are starting to kind of take shape. Would love your take on the banner that's at the top of the page, with my picture on it and all that. I'll definitely do that, Lonnie. That's a great idea. I'll create a poll so we can vote on some stuff. I also want to create a poll or create a question about the types of content that y'all want to see. You know, you know what? And I haven't reacted to that video yet. I think I'll pull that into the live, and that'll be part of my live broadcast late tonight. I won't do a separate reaction on it, but I did see that that was something that was coming up. I want to know too. But here, remember how we were saying? I think Dante may have said it on his channel because he called it DNA test watch or something like that. Notice how the guy said I think he said 3 to 4 business days, but it took us more like about a week and a half to get it. Somewhere in those 3 to 4 business days, and usually when somebody says 3 to 4 business days, that's the worst case scenario. Y'all know that, right? So those DNA test results could have came in the very next day. Anthony could have already had them, and he could have gotten with because remember, Amber found the DNA lab, but she told them to make sure that the results came to Anthony. Again, going with the theory, what if Anthony got those DNA test results, but was determined that the child was still going to be seen as his child? Got with Angelina, and then they came up with this whole thing. Because there's no reason why Angelina should have had the results, because the only people that were there when the DNA test was done and showed the ID was Anthony, Shayla, and Amber. I don't see a reason why Amber would do it, although I do think Amber's got something going on too. I don't think Amber is the simp that she's appearing to be to us. I think they definitely have some shenanigans going on. It takes a snake to work with a snake. I think they definitely have some stuff going on. But yeah, so y'all, this is just the beginning of it. I'm about to go through this, the name of the company. I'm going through these names listed on this document. I'm going through this thing word for word. Oh yeah, Looney. I think when she's done, she's gonna be completely done. Because one of the things with Amber, Amber does not like it when people play in her face. And she's seen that Shayla had been playing in her face. Y'all gotta think about it. They were at church, and this chick was sitting on the front pew with her, holding the baby that she had for her husband. Those things play in a woman's mind. You know what I'm saying? When they've been cheating, those are y'all know, y'all women, y'all understand. Some of y'all women, some of y'all might be men on here, but those are things that play in a woman's mind. We don't just get over somebody doing us like that easily. We are more forgiving of it, but in our mind, I don't think she did anything wrong, but something had to trigger this. It may not have been that Amber specifically did anything wrong with Shayla, but I want y'all to think about their interaction. Anthony and Amber have this one thing in common. They think they're better than their friends. That's why Amber is so hung up on a perfect marriage, this fairy tale lifestyle, because they think they're better than their friends. And I'll even tell you this, Amber cheating on Anthony when they were engaged and messing around with Wayne is because she thought she was smarter than him and better than him. Now, he didn't know anything about it until later, but she did think she was smarter than him. Shayla, even when they went to the dress shop, Amber would kind of throw her little good stuff in Shayla's face a little bit. She would make little comments about how Shayla didn't have her own stuff. So, because even Shayla's mama can't stand Amber really, really, really bad. So there's something there. There's something that happened. But like I say, Amber can put you down. Look at how she was. Look at how self-righteous she was with Ernestine. But Ernestine cheating on your cousin. Who do you know is gonna go to the gym and watch the man that is trying to get with her cousin's wife and not say anything to the cousin? Who holds on to that? True, but I feel like who Dante is having a live tonight? Okay, my live is at 10. You know what time Dante's live is? And what time is O'Neill's live? Because I'm sure he's going to have one too. But I feel like Amber always wanted Shayla to have nice stuff as well. I think that she wanted Shayla to go get it for herself instead of depending on me. I definitely think that. But two things can be true at one time, Looney. She could have wanted better for her friend, but she could have also looked down on her friend. Here's something else for y'all to think about. There's a reason Brittany, I mean, I know the character itself got introduced later, but I think that was done on purpose. There's a reason that friend was not at this wedding. This is somebody you're saying is your best friend. They weren't at your wedding. Piari coming into the picture. She wasn't at the wedding. Dalen was at the wedding. Wasn't Dalen? I know. Was Dalen at the wedding? You gotta go back and look at the wedding. But it's odd for a best friend not to be at a friend's wedding unless they elope. And Amber didn't elope. Just look back at some of their interactions. Because Amber used to, I'm like, why is she saying that? She can be kind of off-putting to a person. Okay, Dalen was at the wedding. Well, that's Brittany's thing, but there's something else. There's some more backstory to Brittany. That's some more backstory to Brittany. But the one thing Brittany was right about, Anthony is a snake, and Amber needed to continue on with that divorce. He would have had to show me way more than what he showed me. So let's see. Let's see what happens. We're gonna do some more digging. And let's come in tonight. And if you got any ideas or whatever you want to share, hold them to the night now. 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hold them to tonight. And we're gonna come in and we're gonna compare notes. That's what tonight is gonna be, a compare notes slumber party. Cause we're gonna compare notes on this DNA test. And y'all share this out. Tell Dante, tell O'Neill. I mean, I watch both of their channels and stuff like that. I think I interact a bit more on O'Neill's channel. But tell them so they can like, look, y'all know over here, she got this channel y'all might want to check out, but she crazy. Yeah, I didn't really care for Amber's character. And honestly, I don't know if I really do now. I just feel bad for her. that's the thing. I feel bad for her because she had a lot of judgment for her sister. Now, Amanda a little shady too, but Amanda is not mean like Amber. Amber can be a little bit mean. Amber don't listen and she talks too much. She talks more than she listens. Her and Mike are cut from the same cloth to me because Mike don't listen either. And Jay is angry and drunk all the time. Now you want to put Jay with somebody, put him and PR together. That would be comedy gold, I believe. Yeah, she talked too much and she can't hear. And then she want to defend her husband, defend her marriage. Candace don't have to prove so much how her marriage is with Chase. But Amber is just so determined to do that. But at the same time, I still feel bad for her as a woman because women, we got our ways, right? But it's just something about something about Shayla and Amber's relationship is something happened. Something was a trigger for her. And I really believe, and this is not me taking up for Anthony, but I really believe on the night that Anthony got by Shayla, I believe something was mixed in with his drink and they all missed it. I'm not sure what time his live is. He mentioned it when he did his review. He said he wanted to have multiple channels to discuss the results. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go live too. Maybe I'll reach out and see if we can all. Cause I was on O'Neill's one time when we did a thing. I came up and talked. Yeah, but I feel like Shayla's comeuppance though, Looney, is gonna come through her friend. I definitely feel something's gonna come up through her friend because I think there's a reason why Delicia was also telling Tamara not to get with Wayne. I think Delicia may really want Wayne, but I also think something's going on with her and Iman. I'm just saying. All right, y'all. I gotta go. I will see y'all in about 5 hours and 45 minutes. Thank y'all for joining me for my first live. I thought my first live was gonna be something else, but it's okay. It is what it is. This is a good live to have. I worked out some kinks. I know how it's gonna work tonight. Oh yeah, from middle school. This is something she's been doing since middle school. But do believe something always triggers her. Thank you, Looney. I do think something always triggers Shayla. It's so much. I got so when I start doing my character breakdowns and my character analysis, my character analyses. See, I told y'all I'm a reasonably intelligent woman. I just talk backwoods sometimes. But I don't think watching Amber cheat is what did it. I think watching Amber cheat is what gave her the license to do what she was going to do to Amber. I think Shayla was always going to do what she did to Amber. I think she was always going to do what she did to Amber. But I think something triggered her. This is my thought. Something said, something, it might have been, see how we almost missed these dates? It could have been something said in the skit that we missed. Could have been something that was said in the skit that we missed. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. I keep saying I'm gonna get off of here. Let me get off. I will talk to y'all later. Keep chatting in the comments. I'll come on and I'll add some more 2 cents worth in there as I kind of go about the rest of my day and as I get ready for this live tonight. Continue to share this channel out. Tell people they don't want to miss it. I will get that Instagram going, Lunatic Louie, and I'll tag you in the comments when I post it. I'm gonna do a post when I post the link to my Instagram. I said YouTube to my Instagram. I will let y'all know, so y'all go follow me over there. There is a Facebook page, and the Facebook page is Ayana enters the chat on Facebook. I haven't posted any content yet. I just started getting my stuff together that I want to post. This is going to be a big part of it. Because DNA is hot right now, and people playing with DNA test results is a big deal. So, okay, cool. Looney, are you about to be somebody that I even know or somebody that I aspire to know? I feel like you are. And I love your avatar on here because I love Tiny Toons. Y'all, I may do something crazy. No, I love the Animaniacs. And your thing reminds me of the Animaniacs. Yes. Oh, God. I can't wait to see who it is. I can't wait to see who it is. Let me get this up quick and fast and early so I can post it and see who you are. And I'll keep your secret. That's what we'll do. I'll keep your secret, and then one day we'll do a big reveal. How about that? We'll do a big late night live reveal. Rain says Angelina once again has something to do with that DNA test. Amber needs to divorce Anthony and take her money and run. That's what I'm saying. You ain't famous now. Girl, it don't matter. We all agree. Yes, you are great. You are great. Everybody on here, all my chat club members, all of us are great and bound for greatness. Even if it's through this channel, through my small YouTube channel. The fact that you all are participating with me, you are motivating me to greatness, and I hope I can motivate you all to greatness. For real, for real. And we need an escape from the day because it's always something. There's always some stressful ish going on. I didn't cuss, Looney. Angelina, once again. Rain, thank you so much for being here for that comment. That is very insightful. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. All right, y'all. Let me get off. Comment down below. Let's keep this chat going. Let's keep this chat going. And don't forget, always remember, be about it on your way out. Like, subscribe, share. And y'all, go love on somebody today. Spread love and spread happiness. Make somebody laugh. That's it. Make somebody laugh so hard that they cry. I like that. Make someone laugh so hard that they cry. All right, bye.